the killer wife. The only top tier non-pilgrim nick that has released this year. Both design-wise and kit-wise, no complaint. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. This guy is tripping. This guy is tripping. Shift Up is officially fumbling the bag. You guys can say hello to YouTube since we're going to be reading this beautiful essay. We're going to be adopting the guitar rock approach to drama, right? We just read them, have a fun, give our opinion, and then we'll see if they are on the right or just capping and talking bullshit. So, this is a thread by Orochi. Shift Up is officially fumbling the bag. Why is our brother kind of mad? I'm just going to come out and say Shift Up is actually just trolling at this point. They could make so much money with their newest characters this year, but they fumbled almost every time. Okay, interesting introduction. Shift Up is just trolling. People act like they don't care about meta, but in reality, people summon for meta and then decide just look at Rosanna, my wife Moran, and now Shift Up, newest victim, my poor wife Bae. Absolutely every character is his wife, okay? Our wife, please speak with property, okay? Our wives. I don't think everything needs to be meta. I think the problem is when those characters are useless. There's a difference between a mid unit that you can use for content, that you can use even if it's not like top of the meta, right? And then Rosanna. There's a difference. There is a difference. There is a big ass difference. I think the problem is making those characters super oriented or super specific for one thing and one thing only, and then not working everywhere else. Everyone else. So it would be nice if instead of just making them useless, they could be usable kind of everywhere. Not like meta. They don't have to be Exo Mila, made Privacy, right? Or Red or Scarlet Black Shadow, but at least usable for, like, for example, a really good unit that we're working on right now, Pascal. Or even if you don't like Pascal, I understand it, like for example, Crow, right? Those are good examples of good units. Now let's see the releases this year so you can see what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Leona, cool design, but only really moves pellets for shotguns. A niche buff that's not even that good. Even as a shotgun buffer, she's kinda ass. Her buff is only good with Maid Privacy, who was released month after, but no one would have known that during her banner. Either way, you still need Toe for a shotgun team. Leona is a Privacy buffer at this point. 5 out of 10 design carries. I like the pellet thing. The problem is, like he's saying, that they take forever to actually try to make that work. Like they try to force so much the shotgun meta, well, or push that agenda of shotgun units, but then they forgot, and then they go into something else, something different. Or for example, when they try to fix rocket launchers, and they were like, "Oh, let's release Pascal and Red Hood, and they're automatic, and let's never do that again." It's like, people have positive feedback and then you go into something completely different. Like, it looks like their focus is all over the place. We will never know because we don't have like a clear roadmap when it comes to Nikke. So we don't know what they're thinking. But I would love if they had, like, you know, a little bit more communication in that regard. Regarding Privacy, I do like the pellet mechanic. I like when they add a new stuff that we can use, even if at this moment, at this point, there is not really usage outside of Leona Tov Made Privacy, like he said. Moron, one of the most hyped Nickes in NPC Gel. They release her and make her a PvP unit, which no one cares about, and mid outside of PvP. I will always remember the Shift Up. You will ruin the day. You did this to her. 10 out of 10. In my dreams, 6 out of 10 in reality. Okay, so for PvE, people are not putting her that bad. On our website, we have her a lot lower. But people are not putting her that bad, right? When it comes to Moron, she's B. She's like Pascal. That's pretty good if you ask me. So, not that bad, but no, she ain't good. She ain't good. She suffers from the same problem as the other characters, right? Like, it's like super niche specific for one thing. The moment she's taunting, she's dealing no fucking damage and like high combat power deficit, and it's like, whatever. Why would I bring her when I can bring anything else and actually get usage? Sad, because her design is amazing, like he's saying, right? But no real usage for her for now. Privacy, one of the most loved characters in the game, in a maid outfit with big boobs, but then they make her a shotgun unit, which is a weak team and not limited, but at least she's alright, I guess. She's pretty good. Like, there is nothing wrong with maid privacy. I think if most characters with that level of privacy, there would be a problem, because she is an amazing DPS, like literally. The problem is, of course, you need to be building a team around her. I don't think that's that bad. That's just more options for people who can invest or who want to invest into that. So I don't think that's a big issue as he's making it. Not making her limited just make people want to wishlist her instead. She doesn't go well with Anis, who is the only other good shotgun character. But it's a tsundere in main outfit. 7 out of. Now we go into an interesting one. 8. Do I even have to explain the 0 out of 10? Guys, do you like 8's design or do you think it's mid? Do you like her or do you think she's mid? Is she not even a fucking B1? I don't even know the characters no more, bro. I don't know the characters no more. Where are you, girl, here? I personally do not like her outside of remembering or remind me of Victorian maid for the cultured people out there. The problem she has is that the buff immunity has no usage. They released her for Ultra, was it? Ultra or Crystal Chamber? I think it was Ultra for the poison. Don't quote me on it. One of the two. But outside of that specific raid, there is no usage for her. Like, what enemies are constantly debuff? Fucking nobody. So again, it's a good idea because we are getting more variety on the skills for the characters. And then it's like, where do I use her? Yeah, it's cool that we get more kids, right? And more more options per se. But where the fuck do I actually go and put 8? Nowhere. So 0 out of 10, maybe. I do like the design a little bit just because it reminds me once again of Victorian maid. Elec. Let's see. People like her design and stuff, but she's a buffer to a niche aspect of the game. People would only use her with Dorothy or Scarlet VS, but even then she's not good enough to use instead of bunnies, schoolgirls, or any other meta B2. In the end, will remain a niche buffer, only known for her unique design. 5 out of 10. This is an L take. Once again, when we say that characters are useless, Elec is actually a good example of something that can be used. She can be used for a lot of content. She doesn't suck. Compare Elec to 8. You can't use Elec in your team. You cannot use 8, or at least there is no reason to, right? I don't think Elec is that bad of a unit. You can actually play a lot of content with her. I think more units should be on that range that are useful but not meta. Not everything can be meta. Not every DPS they release has to be, competing with the Scarlet, Black Shadow, and Red Hood, because you break the game. At that point, every single banner, every 2 weeks, it becomes a fucking rat race more than it already is for competitive players to actually keep pulling and MLB and Core 7, right? So in that regard, I'll take in my opinion, Elec is pretty good and useful. The Killer Wife. The only top tier non-pilgrim nick that has released this year. Both design-wise and kit-wise, no complaint. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. This guy is tripping. Okay. 9 out of 10. I don't know what he considers a 10, but let's wait. Maybe it gets better. Bane, our latest character leader. Unless she's a duo unit. I don't think she's gonna be a duo unit. We'll see. Because it is Tetra. Doesn't make sense to release another or yet another Tetra duo. It would be amazing for Elysion, but I really doubt it. Her partner being Clay, and Clay completely carries in attack buff. CDR helps anything to make the work. She's probably one of the worst characters this year, kid-wise, giving 8 and Leona a run for their money. Once again, Leona is not bad. Comparable to... No, it's actually worse than 8. 8 you could justify in some super weird fucking niche situations in PvE using her. When it comes to Bay, there is no situation where you're going to be like, oh yeah, I need some extra, I need another B2. So you're not using neither bunnies or schoolgirls. I need another B2 to just share the damage. Super niche for people who do not have Noah. Could be like Noah at home, but even there, she's worse. Seriously, a defense buffers with a 40-second cooldown. Another PvP unit, sad because this is one of my favorite Nick designs of all time in this game. A lot of people, including me, would have summon. I agree on that. In fact, most of you guys are not summoning. So if we go here, right? Pulling for Bay by 43 votes, 65% are not pulling for now. Now tomorrow you might change your opinion, right? When you see the character on the screen, we'll see. But she's unusable outside of PvP. Bro, even if she was B tier, I would have summoned. But this kid is so ass, it's not even funny anymore. What are you doing, Shift Up? Don't tell me this is supposed to be bait. Who the fuck are you baiting? Me, motherfucker. They baiting me. I'm pulling for this girl. Do you think I care if she sucks? Have you seen those legs? Have you seen that design? Come on, what the fuck you talking about? I will take that bait gladly. Just saying, okay? Let me remove the downvote. It was, I was getting emotional. I swear, when I get my hands on you, Shift Up, I better see Clay as her duo. I want a summon for her. But this is too much. This is beyond us. 40 seconds? 40 seconds? Buff defense? Why? Why? She's a cheerleader. Why isn't she a support? Why doesn't she buff attack or cooldown reduction? Sai. The only reason people would summon for her at this point is because of her design. It's beyond SSS plus tier. But those guys only are really doing it because they have enough pity for 1.5 anniversary. Even if they're actually done because Dorothy is 100% getting a rerun, making it 2 banners with crowns. But don't tell them. I will remember what you did to my wife Moran and my new wife Babe forever. Check inside your walls, Shift Up. Right, all right, so outside of the 2 last paragraphs, right? Outside of the 2 last paragraphs, the core issue, outside of him not understanding some of these units, is that
her duo.
Not
if
everything
was,
has to be
it would
meta.
Already say so in her kit. Also, design is enough of a reason. LOL. Not every unit is gonna power creep / BOP.
Yeah, agree. Like, I think the problem is not power creeping. I think the problem is making the units bottom of the barrel. Because when you make a unit purely focused on PvP, like is the case, for example, for Moran and now for Bay, there are units that will get 0 usage. Or if you make a unit like Milk or like Exia or things like that, that see what? 1% usage? No usage at all. So the problem is making them that bad. When you make them mid is good. Average is good, all right, bosses? Average is good. Why would you be mad if a character is mid? You can use it. It will have some usage, some team composition, some situations where you can actually enjoy that, right? Medium is premium, exactly. So I think the core issue is the disparity between making characters too good or making them shit. They seem to want to be or not to be on the middle. It's like, bro, just try to make them a little bit better. They don't have to be meta. I don't think every character should be meta because that would suck for everyone, right? Almost no one can afford to be pulling every 2 weeks for a new banner. But I do think they should be better. A lot of units, Moran, the whole Underworld Queens, all right? That whole squad, Aid, Coco, like there's so many units that have no usage. And it's because they try to make different things or force what they want to do at that point. So shotgun compositions or the debuff immunities or whatever they are doing with Mika as well. Like all of those things are like, doesn't make a lot of sense. For example, let's put Sakura, the only Underworld Queen that can see usage, and that's because CDR. Literally, right? Like at least you can use her. Yeah, she's useless in like 99% of the situations, but it's better than Rosanna, that you will never see her. And I love her, right? I love this girl, but it's like, so I think the core issue is not this guy thinking that everything should be top tier. I think the issue is Shift Up needs to be making them a little bit better, just middle, right? Risk a little bit, you fuckers, okay? We need to be using these characters. Though that said, surely the treasures will fix this. When they try to make new things, it's great. The problem is they forget about those things and then they do something completely different. It's like, oh, you like shotguns? Yeah, let's release 3 shotguns and then let's go into distribute damage and then let's go into debuff immunity with 8, 0 usage, and then let's do something completely different, right? So I think that is the core issue. Do let me know what you guys think about this. All of you guys can say goodbye to YouTube since that's going to be another video for our Summer Fans campaign. All right, we keep spamming videos this month. I love you all, bosses. Thank you for coming and see you on the next one. All right.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。